Welcome to my channel. Let's see where Nifty and Bank Nifty will move tomorrow, what strategy we need to apply, and what we have discussed on the Thursday, the Friday trading session. On a Friday, like we have discussed, if you are seeing a flat and we'll be looking to buy the market, but we have seen a very slight gap down and it was bought into because like the closing wasn't that much it was that much negative. It was like you can buy on the dips. So I saw like the buyer was entering into the market, so I gave you to buy the calls in Bank Nifty, and the Bank Nifty gave like very good risk reward ratio. Later due to the volatility, like we had a couple of stops, and net to net closing basis, like we had a good profit itself. End of the day, like close to close basis, we closed with a marginally profit. I wouldn't say like it is a good profit, it's a marginal profit. So on Friday, if you notice, like as soon as the market opened, the buyer came and they started to buy the market very aggressively. And as soon as the market came, like it was one side rally. So I was expecting a reversal somewhere because it was a Friday, and I was expecting some sort of a reversal and coming the market at a lower levels, but it was completely a sideways and volatile mode. Because there was a continuous momentum on both the sides, so the institutions, they just want to pause for some time. So it was just a sideways move. If you notice, like somewhere here, there was the buyer and seller was defeating. The seller wanted to bring the market lower and buyer want to take the market higher, and seller want to sell the market, the buyer want to take the market at lower levels. So it was just a sideways mode. And net to net closing basis, if you notice, like what we call it as a cumulative delta, this is called as a cumulative delta. Cumulative delta is like what the buyers and sellers they have done entire day. So entire day, like good amount of a buying has taken place in the Nifty, and closing was also a little bit strong. So what we have to do for tomorrow's market, we'll just go into the structural format. Why we see the structure is like to interpret like in which way the market is going. So first we'll just see into the daily time frame. If you go and see into the daily time frame, sorry, all right, so we'll just go into the daily time frame. Well, if you notice, like the market, just a second. Well, if you notice here, the market has accumulated in these levels, in this range, and later it had a breakout on the higher levels. So the market has accumulated somewhere here, and it came in the search of liquidity, and immediately when it came into this fair value area, this we call it as a fair value area. Once it came into this fair value area, it bounced back immediately, and again it stayed in this fair value area itself. So that means it's a simple indication, like market might take the either side. Either it might break on the higher levels, or either it might come at a lower levels. We have to keep watching like in which way the market moves. But we can see only the aggressive move above 16,800 itself, and lower side we can see like 16,400. Below 16,400 we can see like big move, like the market has to open somewhere like 16,200, then only we can see the fast momentum on the downside. As of now, the market is trading at a fair value area and it is accumulating. You can notice in this area the market is accumulating. So once it came in this range, and second day it came in this range, and here if you notice at these levels like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 days it got accumulated here, and later it had a breakout on the higher levels. So we might see a bit of accumulation another couple of days here, and later we'll see in which way the market is moving. Either it is breaking at a higher levels, or it is breaking at a lower levels. So on the Monday's market, like what we have to do, like tomorrow's market, what we have to do, we'll go into the 5 minutes time frame, because usually we do at a 5 minutes time frame for trading our setups. So first thing, as soon as the market opens flat and if it crosses 16,670 levels, we'll be looking to buy the market, and first target should be like 16,770. 100 points should be your target, and stop loss should be like this swing 16,590, like around 50 to 60 points, or you can 16,630 also you can put the stop loss, because 50 to 60 points of a stop loss is required, as there is too much of volatility in the market. Stop losses might trigger if the market is opening flat, and if it is crossing this swing, sorry, if the market is crossing this swing 16,550, we'll be looking to sell the market, and first target should be like 16,450 levels, because the market might trade in this range. We are expecting a trade in this range. In this week, like we might see a either side breakout. We'll go into the Bank Nifty. And one more thing, like if we see a very big gap up and very big gap down, we'll have to see the price action, and based on the price action we have to trade. If any market moving news comes, I'll update at the Telegram channel. You can subscribe my Telegram channel. It is called as Liquidity Matrix. We are having it 2,500 clients, and it's a startup. Like we started in the month of November. I was trading a 6 to 7 markets before, and later I thought many of the Indian retailers, they are losing the money, so I started to trade by myself in Bank Nifty, and I'm giving the calls. Hope you like it. Sometimes you'll be having your stop losses, but most of the time your risk reward will be very high. So please do subscribe my channel. I'm giving it for free. I'm not charging you any penny for that. And if you like it, please share with your friends as well. We'll see what the Bank Nifty has done on Friday. The Bank Nifty was also the same. We'll just go into the order flow chart. So in the order flow chart, right at the bottom, I said you to buy the call options. Right, exactly at the bottom itself, I said you to buy the call options, and I was expecting up until here, because this was the area like I was expecting, and for this, like the premium was 800. You can notice once the market went at these levels, it came back, and the 800, and it came again 700, 750 it was trading, and later again it got a broke out, and a little bit of a fake breakout on the higher levels, and the market flushed all the way to the lower and lower levels. So in the first half we made a very good profit, and later we started to trade for the breakout at the lower levels. We had a couple of stops on the buying side. Again we made a little bit of profit, and at a closing basis we trailed our stop loss, and trailing stop loss got triggered. But close to close basis, like we had a good profit itself, but not good profit, it's a marginal profit only. Like if you notice cumulative delta, like what the buyers and sellers they were doing at the end of the day. End of the day, if you notice, like not too much of a buying or selling was happening. At the second half, like the buyer came, and the buyer was lifting the bids very aggressively at a higher levels, but still the price was not moving at a higher levels. It is very clear indication like someone is accumulating at these levels. Well, what we need to do the market for tomorrow. So tomorrow for the Bank Nifty, I'll take you at a 1-day time frame again in the Bank Nifty as well. We'll just see like what the analysis we can see on the Bank Nifty. So here if you notice, like the Bank Nifty has spent most of its time in this range like 34,100 to 35,100, like 1000 points range. There was accumulation in these levels, and later it got broken out, and same thing like the market came at these levels. It didn't respect at these levels as it was coming very aggressively, and it came down below this one and found the liquidity, and it bounced backside at a higher levels. So again the market is trading in this range. In this range it's a 1 and 2, and what we can even interpret it like, it is like we can see it is a inside candle as well. So inside candle we can interpret, if this swing breaks down, we might see further downside. If we see this swing moving on the higher levels, and we can see aggressive move on the higher levels. So as of now it is trading in a fair value area, so let the fair value area breaks on the other side, then we can take aggressively a positional trade as well. So 34,100 to 35,100, 35,200, 300 is the range. So in this range the market might spend another 3-4 days, and later we might see a breakout on the either side. Let's see in a 5 minutes time frame and what we can interpret for tomorrow's, and how we need to trade and where we need to take a stop loss. So in the 5 minutes time frame, if you look like the first move, first half an hour move, like it was very much aggressive, and later something it got flushed into. This was a profit booking, and the entire day the market was at a sideways mode. So what we need to do for tomorrow's market? Tomorrow should be very easy. Like as soon as the market crosses 34,700 levels, we'll be looking to buy the market, and first target should be like 35,000 levels. First 300 points you need to book your profit, and later like 35,300 levels. Because the market is going from here, so some retailers will be putting their stop losses, limit orders here. So limit orders might come down again. The market might spend some time, and either it might break on the higher levels, or might spend the time somewhere in these levels itself. So it is better like you book the 300-400 points of your profit, and close your trade. Like we did something wrong on Friday, like doing your over trade, and we lost our money. We won't do the over trading. Like once we book a profit, I was expecting at least a V reversal on the day. I was having a setup based on that. I gave you the trade, but it came a V reversal, but it went completely a sideways mode. Well, on one side we'll capture the momentum, and we'll try to book a profit if the market is opening flat. If it is opening a gap up, and we'll see if it is opening gap up, and if the price is coming at these lower levels, and if it is retesting, then we'll definitely buy the market and we'll target up until 34,000, 35,200 and 300 levels. And if the market is crossing these levels, like I would say like 34,300 levels, if the market is trading 34,300 levels, we'll definitely look to sell the market, and first target should be like 34,000 level, and next should be like 33,700. We never know, like if this market is opening a gap down, it might come very aggressively at a lower levels, and later it might spend some time, and later second half it might break at a higher levels. So we'll see in which way the market is opening. We might see a little bit of a good momentum like this at least tomorrow, because if the price is moving, the retailers will enter into the price and we can capture some more. I don't give you any kind of in levels. You might say like, sir, we need the levels, because I am not a level trading guy. I see where the liquidity is coming and I see where the price is reversing. For me it is like easy to identify from where the price is moving. I can trade even in this move, I can trade even this move, I can even trade like these small moves as well. So I don't prefer the certain levels. If you want certain levels, please do see other channels as well. I'm not a level trading guy, because levels doesn't work. Levels are meant to trade only for the newbies or freshers they require the levels. Yes, sometimes the institutions make the levels to work very very good, because each and everyone they know the levels. If you keep knowing the levels, what is the meaning, like everyone they'll sell here and everyone they'll buy here. So the levels doesn't work sometimes. The market, see, if you can notice, like 34,000, 35,000 should be your level, because 35,000 is a round figure, but the market has turned from 34,900 itself. Don't you think like the institutions know your levels? So please don't concentrate or don't focus on the levels. Levels are not that much important. The most important is like learning how you need to enter into the market and how you need to risk your amount, and where is your stop. First respect your stop. Once you respect your stop, definitely you are going to make the money. I hope you learned something today, and I'll be posting much more learning videos as well in coming days. If so, please do like my channel and press the like button as well, and share with your friends. Thank you so much.